I'm out for Coca-Cola.
Boy, oh boy.
What a wonderful idea, Helen, to serve Coca-Cola at home.
They're selling it in cartons now.
Cartons?
Yes, 6 bottles in a little pasteboard container.
We buy 2 or 3 of them every week.
Business was good in the 20s. More and more people came to enjoy the pause that refreshes. Business was good, and we aimed to keep it good.
Well, eh?
Yes, Mr. Westlake?
Has Ben come in yet?
Yes, he's checking in his cash.
Ask him to stop in and see me, will you, please?
Yes, sir.
You wanted to see me? Come in, come in. Sit down, Ben. How long have you been working for me?
Oh, almost 7 years.
You like your job?
Yes, sir.
That's too bad. You're through with that job, Ben. You're through driving a truck. You're fired.
But just a minute,
Here's
Mr.
the daily
Westlake.
sales report.
Don't give it to me.
Don't get... Well, Jim, the daily sales report.
Give it to our new sales manager.
New sales manager?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Ben's through driving a truck. From now on, he's going to head up the sales side of this business.
Well, what are you going to do, Jim? Retire?
Oh, no, Larry. It's just that I've been leaning pretty heavily towards production these past few years. Now I've got a man to supplement me on sales.
But if Ben isn't going to be driving a truck anymore, we'll have to...
Hire a new man to take his place.
But that means extra salary.
Don't you worry about the extra salary. I'll take care of that in extra sales.
Oh, dear. I can see right now you're going to be worse than Jim Westlake.
He means you're going to be better than Jim Westlake.
Thank you, Jim. But I'll have to go a long way to do that.
Go on now, beat it. It's hard to grow up and share your job, especially when you've started out as the whole shebang. It's hard to realize there aren't arms and legs enough on one man to manage a continued growth.
Mom! Oh, Mom, I want a bottle of Coca-Cola.
No, Sonny. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I want a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Sonny?
I want a bottle of Coca-Cola.
But it wouldn't be cold here. You know it won't taste good if it isn't cold.
We always serve it cold, Mrs. Parker.
Oh, I know your sign says that. But you can't believe advertising.
You can believe that advertising, Mrs. Parker. We've got this contraption here to back it up.
What is it, a washing machine?
No, ma'am, no. That's a cooler for Coca-Cola.
A cooler for Coca-Cola?
Yes, ma'am. Just feel how cold that bottle is.
Well, I declare.
I want a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Of course you do, and I want one, too.
Dad, I think I'm getting something.
Is Sam still fooling with that wireless set?
Yes, he ain't worth his salt for helping out in the store these days.
Do you think that invention will ever amount to anything?
Well, you never can tell. Boy just in here said he got New York last night.
New York City?
That's what he said.
Well, I don't believe it. Why, you can hardly hear New York City on the telephone.
Hello, Mr. Tompkins.
Hello, boys.
2 bottles of Coca-Cola.
Sam, there's customers out here.
Oh. Hi there, fellas. Howdy.
Hi.
2 bottles of Coca-Cola coming up.
Are they cold?
Ice cold. That's the way we always serve them. Ice cold. That's the way folks like Coca-Cola. That's the way we advertised Coca-Cola would be served to folks. Our advertising made customers for Coca-Cola a promise, and the cooler made sure we kept that promise.
The cooler was the answer to an obligation. An obligation to the people who spend their nickels for Coca-Cola. Those were big years. And we, who hitched our wagons to Coca-Cola, tried to foresee and direct a continued growth to yet bigger years. We built a heritage for the future by meeting our obligations to the years at hand. Now, there's a lot that meets the eye in this business of Coca-Cola, but when you boil it all down, it's just two things. One, getting a good product. Two, getting people to drink that product. One has to do with production, the other with merchandising. In those years, the bottlers of Coca-Cola were hipped on production.
Well, if you ever get out to my part of the country, I want you to stop in and see a real plant. Why, I've got the neatest operation.
Yeah, we know,
Plant inspector said so.
Well, I know how you feel. I'm mighty proud of my new layout.
Everything's